The second of two dominant victories over UCF in the Super Regional. Took it 14-4, thanks in large part to Alina Garcia. Hit 2 home runs, drove in 7 as the Bruins secured their 10th College World Series appearance in the last 11 seasons. And in the process, they rewrote the record books. Our big stat presented by Gatorade. The Bruins have now scored 651 runs and counting this season, the most in the history of the sport. That thanks in large part to their 200 home runs, which is 39 more than the NCAA record heading into this season. Amazing offense for Kelly, Inouye-Perez and company. And the Bruins head coach is our big interview. Coach, congratulations on making it to Oklahoma City again. I know you have been there a lot, but what does it mean in particular to make it there with this crew?
Oh, I can honestly say, yes, I've been fortunate to be a part of many World Series, but I can honestly say I've never been more proud. This is a young team. And with that being said, I have some super seniors, definitely. And that was probably my key focus, is I just wanted them to have a great senior year. I don't know if I would have imagined that it would be such a record-breaking year. But to get here, it's hard. The path is hard. The sport is at an all-time high with great competition, great coaching, great athletes. So it is definitely a privilege, and we're really excited to be here.
What do you feel best about heading into the World Series?
I feel best about just how we're playing ball. You know, I think every season is just a journey, and it really kind of teaches you to be prepared, you know, to be able to, what we say, be at your best when your best is needed, and here at the end. And we've learned a lot. You know, we've had some great games. We've had some great come-from-behinds, but we definitely have learned that we need to hit to win. And they have taken on that responsibility, put a lot of work in. I really credit my coaches. You know, Lisa Fernandez is my associate head coach and responsible for offense, and she is doing an outstanding job of just preparing. And I think, you know, the hard work, every athlete works hard, but the attention to detail, the commitment to excellence, along with our assistants, Misha Sadaraka and Will Oldham, they game plan, they prepare, they train, just in a very unique style. They're prepared for every type of pitcher, every type of speed. So with that being said, I credit my coaches and I credit the athletes, you know, commitment to excellence with their work ethic and their attention to detail. They're really simplifying the game, and you can feel it. We've learned how to slow the game down. We've learned how to commit to a plan. You know, we understand that one inning is going to be the defining moment in a game. We have to throw punches down to the last pitch, and this team has really learned how to do that.
Megan Grant and Jordan Woolery get so many headlines for your offense, and deservedly so. I mean, they put up historic numbers, but it's pretty amazing to think that in this UCF series, you had 5 players hit home runs. And neither of those 2 was among that 5. So what does that say about the depth of your team and particularly of your offense?
Yeah, you know, I think again, it goes back to the training. Everyone's standard is the same, and the ability to understand how we need to, you know, really have that depth, meaning we have production from top to bottom. I think it really starts off with Riley Slim, just in the leadoff. She has quality at bats and sees a lot of pitches. She's a very patient hitter that can also hit the ball deep, or she can find a way to get on base. But they've taken on that responsibility. You know, we have 2 young Bruins, Alina Garcia and Brianna Alejandre, that love to play on the big stage. And they've played together, and they've taken on the responsibility knowing that Megan and Jordan may not get a lot of great pitches. No one's looking to go dead red over the plate with Megan and Jordan. So they've taken on that responsibility, and they're living for those big moments. And then, you know, you can go through the lineup. There's just great hitters, but, you know, also Jolena Lamar, freshman, in the 9 spot. She's not your typical 9 spot because nobody wants to come back up to the top. And she's taking advantage of getting some pitches, and she can do some damage. So very exciting, very thorough. But again, at the training that everyone is preparing to be the one. And we understand that Jordan and Megan may not get the pitches, so people have to step up. And when those guys get on, you know, we want to try to bring them across. So they're definitely prepared for that.
So that being said, I mean, Megan and Jordan obviously are both phenomenal. And it's pretty interesting in covering sports through the years. I think one of the things that I've learned in being around great players and talking to people who coach great players is part of it is obviously incredible physical gifts, but there's always an elite trait that is above and beyond the physical. So what's the elite trait for each of those, for Megan and for Jordan, each of those players that makes them as great as they are, that allows them to reach their potential in the way that they have?
Yeah, I've been able to see them. I think a big part of it is, they came in as freshmen, and we really love to let our freshmen play, and the experience gained. They were freshman All-American. They played around some great players, so they got to see some just older, more mature hitters go about the game. And the lessons learned throughout, what I see them doing now is I call them professional hitters, because their ability to, dump a pitch if they swing and miss, or if a strike's called that they may not agree with, or if they don't get the outcome, their ability to recover quickly is like a professional hitter. They understand the game. They may fail, they may succeed, but they go about it the same way. And I think, I know when they're at their best, when a strike's called or they miss a pitch, and you can almost see a smile on their face, and a really big deep breath, that they just get right back into the at bat. They're not emotional hitters. They're professional. So with that, their recovery rate, their ability to play the game pitch to pitch, and we have a little saying, like to not take a pitch off. Lisa also has, I think a big part of their success this year is Lisa has implemented a mindset that, just because you can hit it doesn't mean you should. So they've really shrunken the strike zone to try to get quality pitches they can put a good cut on and be on time.
I want to ask you about Taylor Tinsley. She's been such a workhorse in the circle for you. You don't have great pitching depth. I mean, I think that is obvious to just looking at how much you've used her throughout the year. What has she meant to this team, just her ability, particularly to shake off a bad outing as she did early this weekend and to bounce back in the way that she has?
Yeah, I mean, again, resilience. I think the best part about Taylor, again, is she has taken on the responsibility. She wants this. She wants to be the one for the team. I would, like you said, the innings show it that we haven't had a lot of innings spread out throughout our pitching staff. But there have been moments where the pitchers have been able to help throughout the season to get us here. But Taylor wants to be the one. She's in great shape. She's a fierce athlete. She's mentally tough. She plays with great energy and confidence. And, I think a big part of that is she came here to win. And what I love about Taylor is she could have gone and won anywhere in the country. She's from the South, from Georgia, but she wanted it all. She wanted to take the harder path academically. She's here to get the degree. She's going to get her undergrad and her master's. She's here to compete on the field and be a part of the most historic program in the sport. And she wants, she wanted to expand just, her mentality from being from a great small town in Georgia to be able to come to a big city like LA. So she's taken the harder path in every decision that she's made. And as a result, I say this all the time, it's what you wanted. And she's like, absolutely, I want it. I want to be the one. And she had said, it's why she likes being in the circle, having that circle around her. She wants to be the one on that stage in those big moments. That's what she came to UCLA to do. So with that being said, she's been an amazing strength to this team in her resilience, her endurance, her mindset. She hasn't succeeded, and it's a very difficult time for pitchers. It's a very offensive game, and the strike zone is small, so you got to have mentality, and you got to be able to compete. So she's right where she wants to be, and she's very close with her senior class and is willing to do whatever she can for the team. So she's a dream come true for me as a coach.
You've been a part of 9 national title teams, which is pretty amazing as a player, an assistant coach, and a head coach. So you know what it takes to win here when you get to the point that you're at in Oklahoma City. What are the characteristics that this team shares with some of those teams that have gone on to win titles?
I'll say this. Definitely, everybody has worked hard to get here, and they've earned their ability to be here as a top 8. I always tell the team, and we've practiced this throughout the season, it's the team that settles in and plays their game first. The fastest is going to give themselves the best chance to win. And we've had some emotional games. We've had our butts kicked, and we've had some pretty historic come from behinds, and we've had some great games that easy is easy, but it's the hard stuff that has allowed for them to reset and get back into our game quickly. That's going to allow you to be able to perform in those big moments. So with it, obviously you got to have offense. We said from the very start of this season, before we even got on the field, the coaches had said defense was going to be our strength. We have a very strong infield, a very athletic outfield. So we said defense was going to be our strength. And, the old saying was defense wins championships. And it's true. You have to play clean defense, but it has become a very offensive game. So the object of the game is to outscore your opponents, and that's what we're here to do. Play our game. understand that every opponent here, can beat you. So we respect every opponent, but we fear nobody. We've got to be able to just settle in and play softball. And I feel like this team has learned a lot. This will be a new experience. There's a lot of new Bruins that haven't been on this stage. So it'll be a new experience. And that's our job, is to get them to be settled in and play the softball that they've been playing so well. But I really love how they showed up for regionals and supers. It got kind of tight and very competitive, and you saw them be able to relax, enjoy the challenge, and as a result, we're here. So the goal is to be able to get them to do exactly that: slow it down, play the game, enjoy the process, and they love playing together. It's a very close team, so that's going to be our strength: is playing together, playing UCLA softball.
You say defense wins championships. It's nice to score the most runs in the history of the sport, though, as well. That certainly helps. Hey, real quick, I do want to ask you, you mentioned kind of, hey, at the outset, you have to be at your best. You're going to test that theory right away. You get the =1 seed overall in Alabama. Just give us a real quick snippet of what you're expecting from the Crimson Tide.
I have so much respect for Pat Murphy. He is definitely one of the greatest, not to mention one of the winningest, and he has a style of play. He's very aggressive. The team plays well together. I believe there's a lot of similarities in culture. So with it, great respect. They have a lot of arms. They have a lot of great pitches. So we're going to prepare for that. But I expect a great competitive game. It's always a competitive game against Alabama. They're athletic, they're fast, they're aggressive, and they have a staff. So they're very complete. And there's no surprise that they're the #1, because they've been able to just dominate on both sides. But for us, again, it's a new season. We haven't seen Alabama all year. We have great experience against the program. Again, it's not really who we're playing, it's how we're playing softball. But I have a lot of respect for Alabama, and it's just game 1 of the World Series. So we're going to get out there and just really find a way to get into our game with a lot of respect against the opponent.
Cannot wait. Kelly Inouye-Perez, congratulations on making it to Oklahoma City yet again. We appreciate you taking a little bit of time out of your day to chat with us. Thanks, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Thanks for having me, and go Big Ten.